Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon for Wii U. Tonight we are going to talk a little bit about some rumors for the Switch sequel, or enhanced port, whatever you want to call it. We'll probably know pretty soon, but we've got some rumors to talk about, and we're also going to be playing with you guys, as usual with these streams. So I'm going to jump into a little private lobby here and get as many as I can in this battle. So let's just get right into it. I want to talk about the Switch stuff, so... Since we streamed last, a couple weeks ago, I'm a little rusty here, but we do have some new info that has a couple sources that, this is always up in the air. We don't know if this is going to be true or not, but I did want to start by talking about it. So, it seems like the new version that we kind of glimpsed in the Switch trailer of Splatoon is going to be probably more of an enhanced port in a way. They're going to add in new modes and single-player stuff and new weapons and maps. It seems like it's going to have enough stuff to basically be a sequel, but I think they're keeping everything that's already in the game, so it's based off of the, same framework, so you can call it what you want. I don't know if they're going to call it Splatoon 2 or Splatoon Switch. We'll have to find out, but we actually don't have that much longer because January is supposed to be when they are going to show off a bunch of games. We'll probably see the Mario game that they teased, a lot of stuff like that, so we don't have too much longer. We're going to all brushes on the Alpha team, so this will be interesting to start. But yeah, and then the Switch is coming out in March, and one of the rumors is that Splatoon is going to be probably a launch title, and it might even be a pack-in if you get like a certain bundle with it. There's also all these rumors that there's going to be like a Nintendo-themed Rhythm Heaven game that is supposed to be like the, how they would pack in Wii Sports with the Wii and Nintendo Land with the Wii U. Supposedly there's going to be like a Rhythm Heaven game with Nintendo stuff. So we'll see if that's real. That would be awesome. I'd love to see more people get into Rhythm Heaven. But anyway, so the enhanced port sequel thing for Splatoon supposed to have a more single-player content, which I'm excited. I'd like to see a new story mode. And man, we got a couple of samurais in here, and we got some nice green ink. To start off, we're just going with Turf Wars just to begin. A little easier for me to play mindlessly when I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, so one of the things that is rumored is that we're getting another one versus one mode, which will be kind of good for local play, because this game, it has a one versus one mode, but it's not really. You have to kind of set up a bunch of different controller stuff that you might not, be able to do so easily. Here we go. Kraken and me taking that guy. Sounds like a 80s buddy movie, The Kraken and Me. But yeah, so the ooh jeez. The version, or not the, what am I? Oh, Kraken, spinning around. There's supposed to be a one-player mode that, I don't know if we're gonna have. I know, yeah, okay. I really have to, focus when I'm playing. So the one-player mode, the thing I'm mentioning, it's supposed to have a weapon switch mechanic, which is kind of strange. I mean, it's called, the system's called the Switch, so I guess that makes sense, but the idea is that in the middle of the fight, maybe when you respawn, you'll be able to switch between weapons, so you're not stuck with one weapon the whole time. If your opponent has a charger, like so, and you're playing with a brush, you might, how this guy's trying to snipe me, you might be able to, might be able to counter that by switching your weapon. So I don't know if it'll be like in the middle of a fight, it'll slow you down like an ink strike. They probably are going to do something to balance it so that you can't just spam between all the different weapons whenever you need them. But it should be more interesting, and it's going to give people, a quick thing that they can play against each other locally. And, too far away. Get him, get him, get him. There we go, okay. And it's supposed to be, to encourage people to play with their friends, one-on-one in a more local environment, because it's going to be portable enough to be able to do that. Oh, get him, get him, get him! There we go. I'm going to try to break through here and not die. Nope. So yeah, I think it'll be more interesting than the one versus one mode with the balloon battle stuff that we got in this game. And then I think the other rumor is that, not surprising no one, they're going to try to do the same type of content release that they did with this game, where, every week we get new weapons, every couple weeks new maps, that sort of thing. They don't have a, set stuff. Again, this is all rumors, so we don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but at the same time, it does seem like it's going to be a nice way to keep people playing the game like we had with this game, where it was like, oh, there's something new each time to try out. Definitely kept me playing for pretty much almost every day for like over a year, and I do like that they did that. I think it's interesting, like a good way to keep things fresh, I guess, if you're going with the tagline of the game. Oh, this is going to be close. So anyways, those are the rumors with Splatoon specifically. There's a bunch of other rumors as well that I could go into. But yeah, it's supposed to be more single-player stuff, more weapons and maps and all that good stuff. We did see a lot of that in the couple glimpses we got in the Switch trailer. I put some of them, in the thumbnail, how there's new hairstyles and pants and a bunch of other stuff. Weapon designs are all different. It does look like they're revamping a lot of the content that's already in the game, so I don't think it's gonna... It'll probably look more like a new game, even though they're carrying over a lot of this stuff. I'm glad that they're not like, okay, all the maps we're not going to use them anymore, because that would feel kind of wasteful to get rid of maps that people enjoy. I'm sure they will rebalance a lot of these. And speaking of which, let's just go through the maps here. I'm going to try Walleye on Splat Zones, and I want to keep an eye on the chat too while I'm trying to organize my thoughts here. Okay. So yeah, if you guys care about other Switch rumors, I could talk about those as well. Taking a drink. I haven't done any video recording or streaming today, so not only am I rusty at Splatoon, I'm a little rusty at talking. So let's get in here. But we're warming up. I'm gonna switch since we have so many brushes on my team. Splat Zone. I'm gonna try out the where's the other 52 gal that has the wall? Let's try this out and see how this works for me. I think most of that's probably good. I like having the ink refill. A little bit of run speed up is good, but I'd rather have the swim speed up, I think. And hopefully we'll do alright with my aim. So yeah, there's a couple other rumors. Like, a lot of the rumors are that we're gonna get Mario at launch, which isn't too surprising that would happen, because that was shown off in the trailer, and that's supposed to be like a 3D open world Mario, more like 64 Mario, or kind of like Galaxy, but I think it's supposed to be more open with areas to explore like 64 and Sunshine. And supposedly that's gonna have co-op. That was kind of teased in that Switch trailer, because there was somebody else like using the little control. Like, they were playing together, but they were playing a Mario game, so they didn't really show it. But I think they were saying, hey, you're gonna be able to do multiplayer, and it's supposed to be, yeah, like a 2-player co-op. It might be like, I'm trying to think of a good example of, I guess, some of the like Donkey Kong games and stuff, or Sonic 2. Like, if Tails gets off screen, he'll fly back and like that type of multiplayer, I think, where it focuses on the first player, but the second player can also, do stuff, complete objectives, and then if they get too far away, it'll kind of teleport them. So that'll be interesting. I think they might be going for a lot of stuff to try to get people into the co-op, because it's so, having the base little Switch Joy-Con, I think is what it's called, but having that means that you can have another player play pretty easily without needing to buy too much, because it comes with the system with those little pieces. Supposedly, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. They're gonna try to push in because of that ink strike. Hopefully I'll get somebody there. There we go. Let's set this wall up and try to... I really like the splash wall. Even though it's been nerfed a bunch, it just makes me feel a little safer, like I can survive a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. Oh no! I figured online I was not gonna get away from that mine as I went over it. I was like, I bet it's gonna be close enough where I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm not doing too bad though. So yeah, Mario, I'm excited for that. Supposedly Mario and Splatoon are the big ones that, at least personally, I'm more interested in, that it'll possibly be at launch time. Let's keep this going here. Try to get the zone and not get sniped. Ah, jeez. As right as I said that, I got sniped by Gustavo there. So, and then I think supposedly, yeah, there's like Skyrim from the trailer. We know that's actually confirmed. And then there's Splatoon and Mario were shown off. There's a rumor that there's gonna be a Mario Rabbids RPG that Nintendo's kind of like overseeing to make sure it'll be ready for the launch stuff. But I don't know if that... Man, the kid back there. I don't know if that's true yet. That would be bizarre, but I wouldn't put it past... that the Rabbids did really well on the Wii, and if they're trying to, you know, have something that might appeal to people who had the Wii, then there you go. But yeah, I never played any of the Rabbids games. I don't know if I would end up getting into that. But there's enough other stuff where I'm not too worried about whether or not I'm going to care about that too much. Okay, let me see if we can get in here and get my wall going. Somebody's jumping to me. Gotta take this quick. Ah! Get him, get him! Oh, I think they won. Purple team pulled through for Callie, and Marie is disappointed in the great... That was a pretty decent back and forth, but I think they held us back long enough. I felt like I couldn't get back into the zone there. So yeah, a Rabbids RPG, as weird as that's gonna be, with Mario, not just the Rabbids, but apparently Mario mixed in with it. They're just gonna be screaming at him, and he's like, "Why did I come to this game?" And then and then Just Dance, I think, is the other rumor that might have already been confirmed. But the bigger thing, the more exciting thing, I think, for me, other than a couple of the launch titles being interesting, like Splatoon and Mario supposedly, during the first like year or 6 months, there's supposed to be a bunch of different stuff coming out. Like there's supposed to be a Smash port. I think I mentioned that in the Smash stream last time we streamed Smash. And the reason, you know, supposedly the reason why Bayonetta and Cloud and Corrin are their amiibo have been, you know, missing in action is that they want to launch those with the Smash port or, you know, enhanced version of Smash. I don't know. I'm excited for Splatoon and Smash, but I really want to. I think Smash always just gets me really hyped because the characters. I like to see, you know, a new character is very exciting. So I'm hoping we get, you know, these little guys. Speaking of Splatoon, I think the Inklings are just the #1 most likely character to get thrown in there. They're so, you know, this game was so popular in a bunch of different regions. I couldn't see them not putting the Inklings in. And then, yeah, I want a couple other characters I mentioned before with Smash, like Ridley and stuff. We're going to have a Smash stream after this, so we'll talk more about that then. But yeah, so there's kind of some nice, exciting rumors, like Smash and Mario Kart and stuff, which they did show Mario Kart. But the one sad thing is that Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a couple of different sources saying that it's probably going to be delayed until the summer. They're making like a demo. That would be cool to try out if they want to put that out for us. But yeah, supposedly Breath of the Wild, they might delay it a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if they launched the Wii U version first, because, you know, some people have been, you know, well, a lot of people that care about Zelda have been waiting for it on Wii U, and they'll probably play it on there if they're, you know, on the fence about getting a Switch. And also, yeah, if the Switch version's gonna sell real well, maybe they want to try to throw the Wii U one out there first, just to see if people will get that. I don't know what I'm gonna do if there's kind of a delay in the Switch one, because that's the one I probably want to play a little more. Be careful, they're sniping us or something here. This is real rough. I gotta get out of this situation. Am I getting sniped from... Okay, never mind. He's using the Grim Range Blaster. I was gonna say, am I getting sniped over the hill? Okay. But yeah, to dodge that, the Switch version of Zelda is probably gonna be the better one to play. Multiple snipers after us while I'm trying to get through here and get him with that suction bomb. Look out. Ah, man, I hit him a little bit and then couldn't. I was gonna die anyways because of that killer whale. Feels like the blue team not doing so hot here. I wonder if most of the higher ranked players, or they just got really good snipers on their side, just destroying. We're getting eaten up here, and we got a Grim Range boy walking around the side trying to get us. Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, okay. Not getting out of spawn. I'm guessing that they're gonna be S and S plus, because that was just a ink bath. So yeah, what was I was talking about Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's a little sad that got delayed. I'm of the opinion that Zelda, like, I want it just to be done and perfect when it comes out. I don't care how long it takes, even though it's been delayed a bunch of times. Yeah, they had S plus, and they're pretty, not actually too unbalanced with the ranks, but they just had a nice setup with those chargers. So yeah, it seems like Zelda's gonna take a little longer. That's okay, especially for me, for me, if we're gonna get a bunch of cool, Mario and Splatoon and stuff. I'm gonna, be busy playing those, and I'll wait for Zelda if we have to. And what were some of the other There's supposed to be like a Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game, kind of like Walking Dead and Back to the Future, and a bunch of the Telltale games that they've done so far. That might be interesting, because I do like Guardians of the Galaxy. What's a good... Rainmaker. Let's see if anyone has any. Salt Spray Rig says frozen yogurt. Okay, we'll go there. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, Mario Kart. We know that they're doing that, and that seems to be... That kind of seems like it's more towards an enhanced port than Splatoon. But there were some rumors about Mario Kart that it's going to have, you know, everything probably similar to Splatoon, where it'll have everything that the Wii U version had, like all the DLC tracks and all the characters and everything, but supposedly, you know, there's new tracks and playable characters, and also the big thing that'll probably sell people on buying Mario Kart is the battle mode. Supposedly they listened to everyone's complaints about the battle mode. I played it a bit. It was basically like racing where you're trying to hit each other, but you're just going around a track and not seeing people that often and passing them, like you're waving to, you know, grandma as you drive by each other in the car if you live in a small town or something. That was... It was a little bit of a disappointment to have the battle mode be kind of strange. I wonder if they just spent too much development time on the actual tracks and everything and the modes, which is understandable. And then I feel like the battle mode was an afterthought because they had to do something with battle mode. They couldn't leave it out. It's been in every game, but they didn't really have like special tracks for it set up. So hopefully the battle mode will be new and improved and even better. I loved Mario 64, talking about driving by people and not seeing them. I loved to play the Block Fort game, but, you know, I was like 10 years old when that came out, playing with my friend on the Block Fort, like the different colored forts where you would I would just we'd pick ones and be like, okay, I'm in the green fort, and you lay traps, all, you know, bananas and mines, and there's just like the shell wasteland down in the crevice between the forts where no one wants to go because there's so many shells bouncing around down there. That was really fun. I liked that type of setup. I know they've kind of moved towards smaller, or I don't know, not necessarily, but a lot of compact areas in the subsequent battle modes. This is going crazy. Yep, should not have gotten that close because they're just streaming in. I know we've got a few players here that seem like, yeah, he's level 50 because he's got the legendary cap on. This is going to be tough to balance any of these because a lot of these guys, I'm guessing, play all the time. I tried to cut through there, but that didn't quite work. What? Okay, you can get up there, and I didn't realize that on this. I do not play Rainmaker too much on this. They probably already have it now because they're spawn camping. So I really have to make sure Jordan, I gotta keep track of this. Jordan and somebody, who's the other one, need to be on opposite teams, I think, or this is gonna be how the battles go most of the time. Alright, let me see if we can jump down here and, oh, they might have gotten taken out, because now we're pushing them back, but gotta be careful. I'm trying to sneak around a little bit, see if I can get in here, and, oh, they're gonna be jumping in. I just saw someone there. Oh, no! Ah, I saw him and I was shooting him, but I did leave him a little bomb. So yeah, Mario Kart, I'm excited for that. I'm really out of practice with Mario Kart, though. Splatoon, I'm, you know, still hoping to get to, maybe S+ rank before the new one comes out. If I can get to level 50, that would be great too, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I can kind of wrap up playing this before the new one comes out, but I am keeping somewhat in practice. Oh, no! Ah, didn't get far enough away. I guess I got sniped. I was trying to use my Inkzuka there. But yeah, I want to keep into practice with Smash and Splatoon, because obviously, you know, Smash is not confirmed yet, but we are getting a Splatoon for sure, and I doubt they would just leave Smash behind, because they're, you know, they've got all this content for that, and they could keep adding new characters, and people will keep playing it, so hopefully that happens as well. I'm staying in practice with those games, because I know they're probably going to be on the way, but then on top of that, the Mario Kart, I need to try to play that more often here. I think I might just wait until, because it's supposed to be within the first couple months of release of the Switch that we get that other Mario Kart. Glad I didn't jump off of there, because I almost did. Nope, that was a mistake. I was like, nobody's around as much, I'll try to get in here, but Dylan's just sniping like crazy. Yeah, this kind of feels like the purple team here. He's got a big advantage. We are fighting back, and we're trying, so it's commendable with the blue team, but Just sneaking up and popping up. Yeah, I can tell Gustavo and Jordan especially, their movement and their ability to just get in there and camp the spawn point to just slam that. Oh, okay, we stopped him, surprisingly. So yeah, Mario Kart, I'm a little worried about getting into that when the new one comes out. I'm not as practiced. I know a lot of people have been playing it the entire time that it's been out, and they've been practicing enough to, see if that'll catch anybody. Practicing it enough to get really good, and if those tracks are still in the new one, you know, just the skills will translate pretty well, but if they're practiced enough with it, then it is going to be really rough to compete at all online, but I will, you know, at least play the single-player stuff, of course. Let's get out of there. Not too close. Oh, somebody threw that wall down. Ah! Surrounded. At least everyone's getting splatted, not just me. And then what else was... They're supposed to... Yeah, there's rumors that a lot of games that just didn't find an audience on the Wii U. There wasn't enough people playing it to play Xenoblade X. Like, that's supposed to be getting a port. Lots of ports, I think, to start out, just to get a bunch of games on it at first. But I am excited that there is new stuff on the way, like Zelda and the Mario game that is rumored. Man, I don't know where to go because there's like guys on either side here, and I got this, but that's not gonna work. There we go. See if I can snipe over there. Nope, I'm gonna fall. I was more purple than blue. And then what else? Oh yeah, there's a rumored Mario Maker port as well. This is a lot of stuff that I think is stuff that I would keep. You know, I do either keep playing or I would keep playing with more additions. I think that's kind of the thing I've learned with Splatoon, is that if a game is good enough as as a base game, and they just keep adding stuff to keep people interested, I think that strategy is good enough to keep people coming back, or at least keeping interest. So I'm happy that the Splatoon model of like adding more and more content as we go for free seems to be the way they might go with this stuff. Yeah, we just really couldn't break away from our pedestal. We did not get knocked out, at least, but I have a feeling I need to put Jordan and Gustavo on different teams, and let me see here. We had 2 S+s. Man, they were all S's, though. So that was... Or no, we only had 1 S+. So yeah, I need to separate some of you guys. Now, you go to that corner. You go to that corner. You're not allowed to play. No. Yeah, I think trying to balance the teams is just kind of tough in this one. Everybody jumps in. The teams are randomized unless I specifically put people on different teams. What else was the... Oh, Pikmin 4. This is a big thing. I was going to say, Pikmin 4, that's been in development forever. I bet that's just like ready to go because they've been working on it for so long. I think like a year ago, Miyamoto said that it was ready to go. I'm very excited for that, but so far, you know, or supposedly, it's not called Pikmin 4 anymore. It's like a Pikmin reboot, and Pikmin, speaking of that, I hope Mother 3 comes out sometime. So Pikmin, it's supposed to be supposedly in like the fall of next year, and the idea is that it might be a reboot and be just like a good way to get new people into that franchise. Because I think by 4 games, it's not the biggest Nintendo game by far, and Mahi Mahi Splat Zones. Okay, we can do that. That sounds good. I like that map and that mode together. I was just checking the chat. Lucario EX wanted to see that. I'm gonna switch weapons here though. So yeah, Jordan and who is Gustavo? You guys are gonna be on different teams. You're team captains now, and hopefully that'll balance it a little better. We'll see how this goes. What do I wanna use on this? Because this is kind of a rough map to have a brush on. Just can't really get in close unless I hide. I might try. You know, I just said it's a rough match to have a brush on, but I feel like I did decently when I was, you know, trying out the permanent ink brush on this. I think I played a bunch of Mahi and did okay. So the oh yeah, Pikmin. So Pikmin, a reboot. That is interesting. I don't think it's gonna be a like redone Pikmin 1. I think it's gonna still be the new game, but I almost wonder if they're gonna set it up to be like, hey, this is, you know, Olimar, and this is how this works. They tried to do that with 3 still. It's like these are new characters, but we're still explaining it, obviously, how it works. But I think they want to try to revamp the series to get more people into it. That's one of those ones, like Rhythm Heaven, I'm like, man, this is such a great series, but not too many people have tried it or are, you know, think they're... I feel like if more people are going to try it out, then they would probably get into it. But it's one of those games where you're like, what are these weird little plant creatures? or Rhythm Heaven is like, what is going on with this trying to think of a good example for Rhythm Heaven, because there's so many. What's this wrestler being interviewed and he's all sweaty and it's weird, but it's really fun. And I feel like Pikmin is the same way, where it seems a little difficult to get people to try it, but if they did, I bet they would like it. So that's supposed to be some type of like reboot to the series. And then also we have, before that, I'm going to be playing the DS Pikmin. That is not too many details. We saw like a little trailer about it, but I don't know too much about that really. Although it looks like it's going to be a little more adventure-based. It's kind of a different idea, I think, but maybe some similar, you know, that land did not rise up yet, obviously. But yeah, Pikmin on the 3DS, it'll be probably a pretty different experience from a normal Pikmin game, but at the same time, I am interested in what they can do with the 3DS. I'll have to come up with a good layout, because it looks like it's going to be really big on the multiple screens to show the scale of the enemies, and this is what I like to do on this map with this brush. Just kind of hang back and send some bombs in and not jump into that. I wanted to really throw that bomb and try to get whoever that was, but that was not a good decision. We're still fighting here. My team is doing all right. Oh, we just lost control. My team's doing okay, despite me needing to get in there a little better. But yeah, so Pikmin 4 is now probably Pikmin, I don't know what they would call it, just Pikmin Switch maybe? Pikmin's such a strange series that I think Miyamoto really loves, and he would probably love to see it get bigger and be more popular like a Mario or one of the other franchises series that he's set up. But it's probably a little sad for him that not more people aren't into it or trying it out. So, oh, I thought that guy just jumped down there, but he didn't. Gotta be careful, because I feel like they're all over us over here. I'm in a bad spot. I need to kind of hide and try to get in a good way. Okay, throwing that in. Gonna hold back. Throw my bomb. Look out! Oh my gosh. Well, now I can scoot around and get some good bomb lobs in. Yeah, no one wants to get in that zone because there's ink strikes flying back and forth. And then what's the other? Oh yeah. So Danielle and I, my girlfriend and I, are playing Pokemon Sun and Moon right now. And there's already a rumor that that Pokemon Sun and Moon are gonna have this third version, which hasn't happened in a little while, surprisingly. A third version on the Switch, which would be crazy because they never put the main Pokemon games on a main console. But now we're finally getting a portable main console with the Switch. So I think that was finally enough to have the Pokemon company say, "Hey, we can put this on there and that'll work." So supposedly we're getting Pokemon Stars as the code name, and it'll be maybe Sun and Moon, but with some extra stuff. I hope they add more of those Alolan forms and some of the cool, interesting concepts that they added. I'm really enjoying Sun and Moon. If you haven't been watching that and you like Pokemon, please check that out, because I'm doing an episode a day with Danielle. We're really trying hard to stick to that schedule, like we did with Undertale, so that it'll get finished in a good amount of time, and you guys won't have to wait too long to watch all of it. So yeah, that is interesting that they're gonna do that. I feel like that is the biggest thing that's held a lot of consoles back from selling as much as they probably could, because Pokemon is the big money maker. Animal Crossing and some other franchises are still, or series are still good and popular in terms of sales and everything, but throw one over the wall. Maybe it'll... Nope, that didn't quite work. But maybe I can get in here and get him. Nope. Oh no, I'm not ready! Kraken! I almost had my Kraken there, but I was trying to get it in time. Yeah, the teams feel so much more balanced now. I'm a lot happier with this going back and forth, although we are in a bad way. Careful now. Get up here. Try to get in and stop them. There we go. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Slow them down. Try to get my Kraken ready. I do like the permanent ink brush. Is probably one of the better ones to build up the Kraken really fast, because this turf coverage is crazy. And then on top of it, it has light special depletion, if I'm remembering right, so you don't lose much if you die. So you can go into these risky situations and maybe make your way out with a splat. We are getting them run all the way back, and we took the lead. Let's clean up that Seeker. They're going to try to take it back here, but I'm going to... Oh, threw that in a little too late. That's okay. I can... Whoa! Jeez. Catch it and cover it all. Don't jump. Or I was going to say, do jump down here if you want to get hit by the brush. But they probably don't. Careful now. Careful now. Ah! I think we got it. Okay, good match. That's what happens when I take two of the top seemingly players just from my observance of the matches and separate them. We get a more balanced, better match. Okay. Good on you, both teams. So, yeah, I mentioned, yeah, supposedly we're already getting, yeah, the Pokemon game, if we're getting a third one and Pikmin and stuff are going to be, like, later in the, or they might be actually, yeah, like, I almost said, man, 2017, that's a year away. It's not. We're like a month away from it. It's crazy. And, the fact that, yeah, we got like a month before all those games are going to be shown. You know, the ones that I think they're ready for launch are supposed to happen in January. They've already said that they're going to show those off. And then, let's do a turf war, and let me see what map. Actually, well, Hans wants to see Blackbelly Rainmaker. We could do that. I'm mixing up the order that we're doing the modes, but that's fine. I'll do that. So yeah, and then I think one of the only other rumors about stuff is that Beyond Good and Evil is supposed to... So they're still trying to get that game done, the like sequel to the one that was back on the GameCube. It's been several generations, and yeah, still no... Ooh, okay, this might be rough, because I didn't think to put people on different teams, but I don't know. We don't have Gustavo in here, so maybe it'll work out. I'm going to try to stick with my brush a little longer. Brush is just a little easier to play and still cover without... excuse me, without having, I need a drink, without having to focus entirely. Like, I can look at the chat, see what you guys are saying, look at, you know, anything I've written down to try to remember to talk about without always having to watch, because the brush, you know, it's just covering while I'm flicking it. Okay, excuse me, had some water. Alright, so we got, yep, Rainmaker here. I do like this map a lot. I always feel like I don't do that well on it, though, especially more recently. I don't know why. There's just so many ambush spots. I feel like it's very tough. If someone else knows the map, it's very tough to do much and not get just, like, stuck in a bad way where they're gonna rush in and get you, and I don't know. I have a hard time describing it while I'm trying to zip around here, but oh, they have the Rainmaker already. Jeez. Threw that bomb up there, but that's not quite gonna work. Got the one. Where are they? Are they already all the way through? Gotta get my Kraken in here. We gotta stop these guys. They're already over here. Can't believe they got through so fast. Okay, good. Yeah, this is a tiny map, so it's not too surprising. There we go. Let them take that. Try to get through here if I can. But yeah, I think that's most of the game rumors that we know about or have heard about. Oh, jeez. Oh, they're being tracked. Man, this is so helpful. Not too many people do this anymore. Well, I don't know. They probably do, but I don't see too many people tracking other players that often. So it is nice to have that. Okay, I'm getting warmed up enough where I think I might be able to make this work. Step right back into that bomb, please. Oh. Yep, that's not good. That's good. Okay, here we go. Get this little guy wherever he went. Nope. He's gone. Maybe behind me. Maybe right there. There we go. And then zip away because someone's on the way. There we go. Man, yeah, I'm getting into it now. But some weeks I'm just like, it clicks. And I just go crazy with the weapons that I enjoy using. But other weeks it is a little rougher feeling where, jumped out right in front of a charger. Other weeks I just feel like I don't have the energy in me, or I don't know, something. It's one of those games that is very taxing. Smash Brothers can be like that too, but I feel like Smash is a little easier to focus on when I've got my attention diverted, because you're only focusing on one person, and you don't have to worry too much about people messing with you and popping up on the sides. Where the heck is the Rainmaker? Because I'm trying to blaze a trail, or at least hold back my buddy or my enemies here. Oh, I got it already. They got so many walls. And then we got a guy going down there. Don't want to get sniped. Try to hit him with that bomb. There they go. See if we can slow them down enough. I should probably get around. My bombs aren't gonna quite work. There we go. Alright, I need to get in there though. They're getting close. Where is it? I didn't even I missed it, wherever it is. Okay, Kraken time. Go, go, go. And get him. Nope. Back it up. Blow it up. Back it up, blow it up. Nah. I got blasted with the Inkzuka at a real bad time. I feel like my team is doing okay here, but we're still getting into a corner. They're just doing a better job at getting the objective and carrying it to where it needs to go. Come on. They're really good with their walls. There we go. Trying to slow them down enough. And look out. Throw that around on the other side. Get them. Come on. Okay, Kraken time. That'll do it. Ooh, now I'm stuck in a bad way. I've tried to wait and hide, but obviously you can't hide as a Kraken. You can't even go into the ink, really. I was trying to, like, drop a bomb as soon as I got out of there. Didn't quite work. Okay, this is the time to go. Time to blaze a trail around and maybe, nope, stop them somewhere. They're gonna be up here, and they've got the Rainmaker already. Jeez. I was like, it's getting close. Tried to jump down and stop them, but didn't make it. Man, whoever is, I missed their name there, but whoever is hanging out with that splash wall is doing such a good job. Yep. Well, somebody stop them. Oh no! Oh my gosh. That was at the last second. I think they were mid-dunk, and they got taken down, so let's see if I can get around the side well enough to stop anyone there. Gotta, they got right up next to me. I didn't even see them until it was too late with their 52 gal. I think they're gonna get this if we don't stop them anytime soon. Yeah, we're getting spawn camped now in a bad way. No! Yeah, they got it. They were all there working in unison. It was beautiful, but also horrible. Okay, good job. Propeller says, why he didn't use the slosher? I could use the slosher next. I might be able to, you know, switch it up and do a little better with that. I got 10 splats. It was, you know, not too bad. Zane, he's probably just starting out. He's C+. So, trying to balance the teams can be a little tough. All right. So yeah, unless there's anything else I'm forgetting, if people remember that, yeah, there's just a lot of Switch rumors floating around because we're getting so close. But Splatoon was the main one that I wanted to talk about. How about a Turf Wars? Because, yeah. Mr. A says, you're being too cautious, Adam. Well, if I jump out, then that's just going to happen where someone just, yeah, you got to be cautious when their entire team is sitting there waiting in the ink and trying to camp you. Okay, so let's do anchovy games. And, I'll keep an eye for maps in the chat. But I think I covered most of the stuff, especially, yeah, the Splatoon stuff. Again, it's probably going to be, I'm really hoping they do something with the Octolings and the Octarians more, like, in the single-player mode. I'd love, even though they're not going to revamp the entire game. Oh, I kind of messed that up by getting into the lobby too quick. Let me back out of this and do a fresh one, because that's going to be unbalanced if we have 3-on-4. So yeah, I'd love to see, I doubt they would be like, okay, Splatoon has been completely, especially because we already saw footage of it, they're not going to be like, it's now Octolings, it's not squids anymore, it's just, that would be crazy. But I could see them doing a single-player mode where it's like you fight in the Octarian army, like the Octolings perspective. That would be kind of cool as a way to give us the other perspective on the whole war that we learned about in the single-player stuff. There we go. And it would satisfy people who want to play as the Octolings, but, you know, maybe they don't want to have those in multiplayer because it would be weird. We'd have all Octolings if people want to be the special new thing. I don't know how they could do it. It would be also really cool if, like, Splatfest became something where one team was, like, Octolings and one was Squid, you know, Inklings fighting against each other. I'm sure the Splatfest will come back. There was no mention of that, but if they're doing all this new content updates with weapons and maps and stuff, that kind of part of it. Turf Wars is pretty good one to have a brush on, but maybe I'll switch to a slosher. Where's my SpongeBob? There it is. the soda slosher. Let's try this out. And then yeah, so I think we covered most of it. supposed to have basically everything in this game but more, and content, being released for, especially because we're at the beginning of the Switch lifespan here. When it starts, if Splatoon is a launch title, I could see them just keeping new stuff going for a couple of years rather than the year that they did with Splatoon. I think they were like, well, we see the writing on the wall with the Wii U. It's not, going to be around much longer. We want to try to push this new system, and they did the whole year of Splatoon stuff plus a bit more. They kept putting out things like Sheldon's Picks and stuff like that we weren't expecting, so I was very happy with that, but I could tell they probably wanted to shift their efforts towards the new Splatoon game, and I think that's what they're going to do. And I could very, very well see Splatoon, if they support it properly, being a very popular competitive game, but also being able to have all that content always on the way. It'll kind of evoke TF2, Team Fortress 2, or Overwatch, or other games that are constantly getting new stuff to keep people interested. I think that is the best way to keep people playing a game that has like a fun base concept, like Mario Kart or Smash. If you keep putting out stuff for it, then people will keep trying it. This is a turf war, so I don't have to worry too much about any specific objective. I do have to worry about getting sniped, though. Yeah, this is not going to be good. I have somebody behind me. Maybe. Couldn't tell there. Hard to tell for sure. Oop. That sprinkler out. Man, they're pushing in. It was a mid-jump and they got me. Alexander is just... He's like, I'm a sniper, but I'm going to get right up in your face. They have multiple. I think this is a bad balance. I can tell when you have two really good chargers on one team. Can't even go that way. So they're just going to sit there and camp it. I don't mean to complain, but it is like we really need to balance these matches or they're going to go this way and be super lopsided. It's just an exercise in the chargers getting better at sniping, it feels like. If I can get this up, try to see. It's very tough to even like lock on to where they're at before they get me. Yeah, Gustavo, I think like all the really top players got on one team somehow. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. I do like these ink colors a lot, so just visually it's an interesting, enjoyable match. Yeah, I can't even jump out here. I'm gonna get hit by the charger there. Oh, where did he go? Jeez. He was tracked and then he got flanked by a completely different player. That's why I try to play patient though. You jump in there and try to go after someone, then somebody you don't see, just like a velociraptor. I always compare it to that in Jurassic Park with the flanking with the velociraptors and stuff, because a lot of good people who know what they're doing playing the game will do that. They'll lure you out with one person and jump in with the other and get you. Try to be careful here. Let's see if we can. Nope. Get him. Ah! Oh my gosh, he was right there. Couldn't get a beat on him. So anyways, I hope you guys are excited for, the new game. We're gonna keep, I feel weird ever, like, stopping playing this game because we've been doing it for a couple of years now. And, by the time the new one comes out, we'll have been playing it pretty consistently for a very long time. So it is strange to ever stop, but I'll probably end up moving on to the new one and having that be my focus. We might have won the turf wars because they were very worried about, focused on getting splats. So let's see, that looks pretty blue to me. I think the Squid Girl team has won. And I think we're going to end out here, maybe a little early because I do want to have a Smash stream after this. And I also need to get more stuff recorded. So much stuff going on. I do apologize, sometimes we don't stream on Saturdays for Splatoon. We had, oh geez, over 2,000 turf points. Thank you, Nader, for BT. He's part of the Bloop Troop, and he helped us out. But yeah, so definitely been crazy with Pokemon coming out and all this new stuff in the fall. But I'm trying to keep up with it, trying to do my best to keep playing games, and I will have new episodes of stuff you guys are, waiting for. I know a lot of you waiting for Paper Mario and Dragon Quest and other stuff. I will continue those. Get back to Twilight Princess. Lots of things to finish, though, before the Switch comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. If you want to subscribe, it is going to be crazy come, the beginning of next year, because so many games are going to be launching with the Switch, and then we got all this stuff supposedly coming out within the first year. Lots of stuff to play, and lots of exciting things on the way. I'll see you guys next time, though, next weekend, for more Splatoon. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.